Dela writes, my MVVs, welcome.
Cultural war explodes, okay? Elders clash with the Great Lion over the jewel's return to public palace duty before Ofarende ritual. If you have been following the trend of event, you know that the one thing that is supposed to bring, the jewel and the Lion of Odua to the public space is the Ofarende ritual, which is still pending. And as a traditional community or a traditional custodian, it is believed that things must follow traditional due process. And Ofarende happens to be one of those things. And so it has not happened. And the reason why it has not happened, we had thought that it was that villa that they are building for her because that was what we heard. But we are also told that if it had been the villa, Kabiesi probably would have gone ahead to do the Ofarende ritual before, the villa is completed. But they said that there is a full moon cycle, something that is, there is a moon that is supposed to happen, and that moon will happen in December, and that is when they will do their Ofarende ritual. But let me not bore you with this because I do know that you know about this already. But, following the preparation that has to do with the 10th year anniversary of the Lion of Odua, they said they have engaged our jewel with a lot of responsibilities right now. Because right now, the only people that he seemed to be happy with right there happens to be, Sapphire, Oletik, to a great extent, Blow, and to Adetutu. And Adetutu has also traveled to the UK, and they need more hands to do the job that they need to do, the preparation, logistics, and all of that, because the preparation is really going to be huge for his 10th year anniversary, if that information is correct. And so, they say our jewel has been given a lot of responsibilities, okay? And she is going from one place to the other, and she is frequenting the palace. Is it frequenting? Yeah, she's so frequent right now. Is that a grammar? I don't know. Yes, right now they say she's coming and going as place and doing a lot of things and helping so much with the preparation that has to do with the 10th year anniversary. And say these people have got a lot to talk about, okay? That they have got a lot to talk about. They said the last meeting they had, the council hall in the palace was heavy with silence before voices ruled. They said, the Lion of Odua, okay, entered, and when he entered, you could see that he was not happy with whatever it is that he has been told, or the reason why the meeting was called. They said the elders were already whispering among themselves, worried and unsettled. News from what they were saying, news had reached them that Kabiesi had engaged the jewel in too many public palace duties ahead of his 10th year anniversary. She was seen taking charge of arrangement, and a lot of logistics are going through him. They are calling her, going through her. They are calling her, making her pay for a lot of stuff, and she's going to different places and all of that. And everybody is well aware that she is a part of the setting arrangement for the 10th year anniversary. They say when Kabiesi finally sat on his throne, the elders, stood up. One of them, his voice was stern, carrying the authority of tradition. Kabiesi, we are troubled. We are hearing and seeing things that cannot continue. It is true that your 10th year anniversary is close, and it is also true that no one doubts the ability of the jewel to handle such matters, okay? But as long as the Ofarende ritual has not been completed, it is forbidden and abomination for her to resume public palace duties. Yet, everywhere we look, she is in the middle of arrangement. Kabiesi, this must stop. They said that was what they said, and basically that was why that meeting was called, okay? And they said the Lion of Odua adjusted himself on the throne, his eyes narrowing. He did not speak immediately, but when he did, his voice was calm yet sharp. Are you telling me that I am, the Lion of Odua, As in, are you telling me that I'm the Lion of Udua and I cannot decide who handles my anniversary? Are you saying that the woman I trust, the one who has stood, with me through thick, you might see a lot of women, you might see so many women, but there's one that has been there in my heart that, when I am going through crisis, whatever I am going through, she's there. She understands me more than anybody. You're saying that on a special day like this, my 10-year anniversary, you want to also dictate who stays, who doesn't, or who does what. In fact, they said he was not happy. But when he said that, they said another elder stepped forward, his staff tapping the ground. Kabiyesi, this is not about excuses, it's about tradition. You may be king, but you are king under the laws of our ancestors. Until Ofarende is done, the jewel's public return is forbidden, and you know that. She can be in your heart. Yes, she can be in your home. Yes, but in the eyes of the kingdom, she is not yet restored. If you continue this way, the land will resist. The throne will reject it. You risk bringing shame and curse upon all of us. Kabiyesi, this cannot continue. You have been doing things together. You have been flying out of the country. Have we said a word? We haven't said anything. We see how discreet you try to make this happen. But right now, the way things are happening now, you need to stop. You need to stop. They said the lion's expression hardened. His voice rose. This time filled with emotion. They said he was very, very unhappy. What about the shame of leaving a woman who has done nothing what about the shame of leaving a woman who has done nothing but love me? What about the shame of leaving a woman who has my son to be outside while I stay here? What about the shame of leaving a woman who has been there for me through thick and thin? When all of you who sat down here almost dethroned me because I didn't have a child, she was there. What about that shame? And now she's out there. I cannot be happy. She cannot celebrate my 10-year anniversary with me because you think that it is wrong. That in itself is an abomination. They said, in fact, the eldest elder, his hands shaking slightly on his staff, looked directly at the lion. His voice was heavy with sorrow. Kabiyesi, we speak not because we hate you, but because we love you and the throne. Your anger is clear, your pain is clear, but tradition is bigger than all of us. Until Ofarende is done, the bond is not safe. If we allow her back fully into public duty now, then the very ground of Ife will rise against us. And when that happens, it will not be, the jewel that people will blame. It will be you, Kabiyesi, and we, your elders, will have failed at that time. And that is why we are telling you this cannot be allowed to go on. Please, Kabiyesi, understand. They said, the lion was very, very upset, that he was not happy at all. This is what has been going on. I'm going to bring you more update. Do not forget that these are all alleged, rumored, unverified information making the rounds on social media and should not be seen as fact.